Hello, and thank you for taking the time to hear about Melbourne's new up-and-coming web design company, Digital Presence Designers. Let's face it, the world is becoming increasingly interconnected as more and more people from all countries and demographics are moving into the digital landscape. Businesses in particular are quickly finding it's becoming increasingly necessary to have an online presence if they wish to stay topical and connected with their target market. That is where Digital Presence Designers comes in. As only a small percentage of individuals have competent knowledge in web design and basic coding languages, web design companies fill a much needed business requirement. In this regard, Digital Presence Designers is no different. We at DPD are simply taking advantage of a growing trend in the digital world. We are in the middle of a consistent growth in the number of web pages being developed by businesses, and with that demand, supply is needed. DPD will provide that supply in the form of a small but dedicated design team working to supply your business, whatever its size, with the website it deserves to maximize your exposure. DPD has been created with the partnership of its 3 core founding members. Each core member has provided $200,000 toward the company, and with this combined $600,000 investment, DPD will have its strongest and most agile start possible. Here at DPD, we see enormous potential growth for the web design industry. Just consider this fact. Since the World Wide Web went live in 1991, the number of internet users has skyrocketed to its current level of almost 4 billion people. That means over half of the world's population now has internet access. Not just this, but estimates suggest this number may reach complete saturation sometime in the next decade. That's a whole planet connected and looking to spread their business message to as many people as possible. To reach that demand, Digital Presence Designers and countless companies like it will be there to provide our services. Of course, let's keep our feet on the ground at the moment. Currently, there are 5 top players in the web design market in Australia. These companies are White Hat Agency with a client size of approximately 300, Webimax with a client size of over 400, VJG Interactive with a client size of 600, Paradox Marketing with a client size of 500, and iProspect Australia with a client size of 200. These core businesses have a combined annual revenue of over $45 million and a total client base of over 2,000. These companies each serve small and large businesses, providing quality web design consultancy. Because of this, DPD will be starting locally in Melbourne, working with small surrounding businesses who don't yet have an online presence. Because of this, choosing the best site will be paramount. We will need to find a site that has the best ratio of business population with businesses without an online presence. Once this location has been found, we will create a headquarters through our leased office. When starting DPD, we will need to voice our presence in 2 ways. The first is through advertisement to spread word of mouth about DPD and begin working our client base. This will be done through a combination of traditional radio and newspaper advertisers, considering the age demographic of businesses who may have resisted an online presence in the past. The second way to voice our presence is for employee recruitment. Professional design and coding skills are not easy and require much training, which is why DPD will be looking for those trained in a combination of coding languages. These include HTML for basic web page structure, CSS for web styling, PHP to allow a contact form for the client's website, and finally, an understanding of MySQL and MySQL Workbench for those clients who need to provide a large database for their users to access and manipulate. Once Digital Presence Designers has been registered with the Australian Securities and Investments Commission and determined the prime location for our headquarters, we can begin the recruitment of coders and web designers with a starting salary consistent with the average market salary. Once this process is begun, within 12 months, DPD plans to have a foothold in the local surrounding market with intentions of branching into surrounding areas, including overseas, to begin competing with larger companies. Finally, an excellent thing for not just DPD, but for web designers across the board, is that the environmental impact is minimal. Electrical costs to run computers are the main environmental factor. Thank you for watching this presentation on digital presence designers, and we look forward to doing business with you.